Hey y'all, hey! So for today's video, I actually will be showing you how to put on strip lashes. Yes, it's going to be easy and it's going to be quick, and I will be there with you every step of the way. So on that note, let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So what you'll need are your strip lashes, and then you want to grab your glue. This here is the duo glue and it's in the dark tone. So I recommend using that. It goes on nice and easy and you can't see it. Then you want to grab yourself a pair of tweezers, any tweezers that you'll like to use. These are the beginner's ease-friendly tweezers that I just showed you. Then you want to grab you a liner to draw on your eyeliner, and then you'll grab some mascara as well, which I will show you why you need that. Let's get to work. Okay, so grab your mascara, and I'm going to actually grab this little mirror here. It'll help me to see as I show you guys. So doesn't matter the brand, just put the mascara on. It doesn't have to be a lot of it. This step will make your life a lot easier when you go to apply your strip lashes. It will create a nice solid or firm base for the strip lashes to sit on top of. So do like I'm doing here, nice and easy, nothing special. You can see my mascara is there on my little baby lashes. Perfect. So now for the next step, I'm going to grab my eyeliner. So ideally you want to put on your eyeliner before your mascara, but for some reason I did it backwards this day. So make your life easier, put your liner on first and then the mascara. But you can see here, I'm just using the liner and I am, doing nice and easy strokes. It does help when you guys are doing this process of putting on your strip lashes to use a small mirror that you can look down into, because it will make your life easier. So just put the liner on, nothing crazy. Just little small strokes, as you see I'm doing here. Okay, so you can see I have the liner on. Are we done? No. So grab those lashes. So the lashes that I'm using here are by a company called Eyeliner. I think that's how you pronounce it. Got it on Amazon. They're nice, they're vegan free. I saw someone else, one of my friends, she was wearing it and they looked really good, so I wanted to order it for myself. Grab your tweezers, and what you're gonna do, take your lash tray and you're going to gently pull the lash off the tray. So you want to start at the ends. You don't want to aggressively pull it off because you can break that piece off the end of your lashes and you've destroyed it. So you see me here peeling it off gently, and then as you peel it off, you want to move your tweezers down along your lashes to grip them better. So you can see here, this is what the lash looks like that I will be using. I suggest, as a beginner, start off by, starting off with the company called Ardell. Those lashes are beautiful. They're nice and easy to use. You can get them at your local drugstore, sometimes your supermarkets. I've gotten mine in the past from CVS or Target. Those are nice and easy to use. These lashes are fuller lashes, and as a beginner, you may not feel as comfortable with these type of lashes on, okay? So these tweezers here are beginner tweezers. Those tweezers were actually in the Ardell kit for the strip lashes. So you can see how the curvature in the tweezers allow for you to hold on to the lashes in the shape that they're already in. And it's a wider arm there for you to hold on to. So it makes the application a little bit easier, but I like to use these tweezers. They're, smaller, they're dainty. So it's just easier for me to use these now versus the beginner tweezers. So take your lash glue and you want to just push out a little bit. So you can see here, yep, that was a little too much. That's not what I meant for to happen, but take that and you can just start to, rub small little strokes onto the band of the eyelashes, as you can see me doing here. The thicker the coat, the longer it's gonna take to dry, so no need to put on a super thick coat, and make sure those ends have that extra lash glue there. No one likes looking at anyone with strip lashes on and then the ends are peeling off. So make sure yours are nice and secure. So I always like to put a little bit extra right on the ends and in the middle for security purposes. So if the wind blows, your lashes don't go with it. Okay, so this is what the lash strip looks like with the glue evenly coated. So now we need to wait for it to dry. Do not blow on your lashes. The bacteria in your mouth, you don't want that on your eyelashes, and then you end up with pink eye or something else. Don't do it. So just use a little fan if you have it, or you could just wave the lashes, you know, in the air, which I like to do. It takes about 30 seconds or so. But what you want to look for with your glue to see that it's drying is that this dark tone glue, it will start to turn into a dark gray, almost like a blackish gray. It's going to be darker than what it looked like when we first started to apply it. That's how you know it's ready. While we wait for the lashes to dry, I want you to take notice which side of your lash tray you took your eyelash from. Depending on the side that you took it from, I want you to look at it from upside down. That's the eye that lash will go on. That's important because if you grab a lash for the left eye, per se, and you put it on the right, then the end of the lashes that's going to kind of wing out a bit is going to be on the inner part of the eye. Okay, so right now you can see that I'm trying to fit the lash for my eye. So you may need to trim the eyelashes if they are too long for your eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to use that little pink mirror to show you how to apply it. I'm going to lay the center of the eyelash on the center of my eyes. So you can see it just sitting there. So that means that the glue is nice and tacky, which is what we want. So that glue needs to be a dark gray, darkish black gray. Okay? Now we're gonna gently take the tweezers and pick up the inner part of the lash and make sure that you're placing it right above the lash line. So you can see that it's sitting there. And now we're gonna take the end of the strip and we're gonna do the same thing. So you can see me take the tweezers and I'm gonna gently grab the lash and I'm going to adjust it so that it can sit above my lash line. So you can see it sitting there and you can kind of see that it's right up near the liner and it looks good. So you just want to adjust it so that it looks right, and you want to make sure that that band is above the lash line. Do not glue the strip onto your lash line or you will regret it later, okay? And because we waited for that glue to become tacky, you can play around with your lash. Make sure you check, the top part of it to make sure that it's completely glued down so that it doesn't lift up on you. And with it being tacky, you don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding around. And so just kind of press with your index finger and your thumb your lashes and the strip lash just to make sure that it's sealed. And you can use the tweezers, push it up a little bit just to make sure that it's securely on there. And I like to use the end of my tweezers to really press down on the top of the band just to make sure that it's sealed so you don't have any situations later on. You can also take your tweezers and rub it underneath to make sure that your natural lashes are blended in with the strip lash. So you can see that we're pretty much done. So take your time. Don't worry, you'll get it. And if you can still see that some of the glue's a little bit wet on your lash, don't worry about it. Just let it dry and it will turn black to where you can't see the gray anymore. And so this right here that I'm using, that's the beginner tweezers that come with the Ardell kit. So you could see how that pink end was, the end that you could use to press the band down. And then that curvy side, it just makes it a little bit easier to grab onto the lash. to make sure that you're able to pinch the lash and your lashes together. So whichever tweezers you have, use them, and either one will work, whether it's the regular tweezers or the beginner tweezers. But like I said, these ones are from the Ardell kit when you buy the lash kit that has the strip and the tweezers all together. So yes, this side is done. What do you think? Make sure you comment down below and let me know how you're going with your process of starting out new with putting on your strip lashes. But you can see the big difference from the left side to the right, how it just really opens up the eye area. It gives you like a little eye lift, makes you look awake. That's what we want when we put on these strip lashes. We want to look gorgeous, we want to look awake, and we want to look young. Yes. All right, so let's get ready to do the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. You can see how the left side came out. So now let's do the right. So remember, you're gonna put on your mascara, your eyeliner, and then we're gonna glue the lash down. Okay, so let's draw our liner on like we did the last time. It really does help to have a small mirror and to kind of look downward into the mirror so that you're able to see your full eyelid. And don't worry if the liner is a little messy. When you put your strip lash on, when you glue it on, you're able to, after the fact, neaten up your line a bit. So just, draw it on just so you can have a basis for where you're going to pretty much be laying your lash down. Hope that makes sense. And if you need to, you can stretch your eyelid a little bit if you are really trying to get that line on there and you're having a hard time. Just do whatever works best for you. You can see that both methods work. Just take your time, and practice makes perfect. Okay, now put your mascara on. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter what type of mascara you have. Just coat your lashes, and this will make it easier for you to apply your strip lash because it will literally sit right on top of your lashes that have the mascara on it. So it's almost like you create like this little chair for your strip lashes. And if you get a little bit of mascara on your eyelid, don't worry about it. Just leave it there for a second, and then once it dries on the eyelid, you can just easily wipe it off with your finger. Okay, so now that we have our liner and mascara on, we're going to now start the process of gluing down the strip lash. Same exact steps that we did on the other eye, we're going to do to this eye. So grab your lash with your tweezers that you want to use, grab your dark tone eye glue, and squeeze it a little bit. Remember, don't put too much on the band. The more glue you put on the band, the longer it's going to take to dry, and you're going to have a lot more glue that's going to be stuck to your eyelid from the strip. So that could make it a little bit harder to remove later on when you take it off. So the more you put is not better. Just put a decent amount. You don't want to put just a very thin strip because then it's not going to hold. So I would say a medium-sized amount. You can see how much I'm putting on in the video, and that should be good enough. And remember, do not blow on your strip lash unless you want pink eye. So don't blow on it. You do not want bacteria from your mouth on your eye area. So fan it. If you have a little fan, let that blow on it. Remember, it takes about 30 seconds or so. So when you see that the glue is no longer that light gray and it's more of a darker gray, almost slightly turning black, then you know it's ready to go. You could even take your finger and touch it. If it feels kind of sticky, then it's ready to go. If you touch it and it's still very liquidy and very thin, do not put it on your eyelid. It's not time, or it's gonna slip and slide all over the place, and it'll just be a mess, and it's gonna take you longer to put on, and you'll probably say, I don't ever wanna do this again. So just wait, be patient. That is the key to putting on strip lashes. Okay, so as you saw, I had put on the lash in the middle of my eyelashes, and now we're gonna gently adjust the end. on both sides of the strip lash. So pick it up, make sure it's not glued to your lashes, and place it right above your lash line, right at the bottom of the eyeliner that you drew on. So it'll make it easier for you to see exactly where to place it. So at this point, remember the glue's tacky, so your lashes aren't gonna slide around. And if you need to, just press down on them, adjust them so that they can fit right. Remember, you should have already trimmed this side as well. Sorry I didn't remind you earlier, but trim the lash if it's too long before you glue it, okay? And use your fingers, press it in. Just make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, so we are all done gluing down our strip lashes. So like I said before, after you're done gluing them down, you can go back in and touch up your eyeliner if you need to. You can kind of, use your tweezers to kind of fan your natural lashes underneath the strip so that they blend a little bit more. So just look at yourself up close. Make sure that it's glued down securely. If there are areas where you need to add in a little bit more glue, just take a little bit of the glue and maybe put it on the end part of your tweezers and just lightly dab it in where you see that it needs to go. But we're good. So I'll show you. So I'm gonna dab that little drop right at the top part of where we place the lash band, and that was just to securely seal down the end of the lash. All right, ladies, so we are all done. So please feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or need more assistance on applying your strip lashes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Beauty is Work. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.